Hey guys, second video today on the Monday, and I just had a conversation with someone, and I thought I'll share it with you. So, and this is not, by the way, this is not the first time that somebody asked me this question. I've been asked that over the years, maybe, I don't know, I've probably asked that hundreds if not thousands of times. So somebody asked me, is it realistic if they can make $200 a day in a mini S&P trading? And I obviously went into a lengthy answer, and basically it's always the same thing over and over and over again, that it depends on your skill, your experience, how much time you're going to dedicate towards it. But I think what I've missed out in explaining in this whole thing are how to distinguish between two things. And you have to distinguish between expectations and goals. Okay, so that's basically the difference between the two. So let me elaborate on that a little bit, and you have to excuse me a little bit today because it's still a Monday. So when you set goals to achieve something, you will have steps to achieve those goals. For example, let me give you an example. So let's say you want to run a mile under 5 minutes, right? So you set a goal of how, this is your goal, is to run 1 mile under 5 minutes. Now you have to decide how much training you're going to do, how many sprints you're going to do, what kind of shoes you're going to wear, what kind of terrain you're going to choose to run on, how you're going to fit it into your into your schedule. And then basically those are the steps that you take, right? But for some reason, traders come in and they say, I want to make $200 a day, and it's not a lot. You're saying, I'm not being greedy. I just want 4 points a day, and I think it's reasonable. But that's your goal to get there. What are you going to do in order to get there? So you have expectations to make it, but what are the specific set of steps that you're going to take in order to get there? So this is not just related to trading. This is just anything in life. Do you know how to distinguish between your expectations and your goals? When you have certain expectations, I don't think you take any steps towards it. All right? You just expect it to happen naturally. You're going to come in, and when it doesn't happen, it's basically you have an emotional setback. Then you're asking yourself, well, is it possible? So my answer is this to all the people out there. I'm definitely not in the business of overhyping our profession in trading, because it's really, really hard. But at the same time, I don't want to discourage anyone, because I know there's talent out there. So is it possible? Potentially, yes. If you put in the work, if you put in the effort, if you come in every day and you analyze the markets, if you don't go into 1 week of trading and 1 week back to work, and then doing something else, and it's kind of a part-time hobby, then obviously, it's not going to happen. The idea is to put in every day a certain amount of time that doesn't deplete your daily resources. So decide on something realistic. Don't try to go every day into, let's say, 4 hours of analyzing and then go 1 month doing nothing, right? So 1 month you analyze every day 4 hours, and then you do nothing. Instead, analyze an hour every day, or 45 minutes after the market closes. Analyze what you do, right? And that way you will start getting towards your goal of achieving what you want to achieve. Now, my experience and my observation has shown that although you can have averages of, let's say, $200 a day, $100 a day, $500 a day, it doesn't occur daily, meaning this is the average of what happens, meaning that you can have weeks of losing, you can have weeks of winning, and if you divide it over longer periods of time, then you can say, this is my average is X amount per day. It is extremely hard. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I want you to set realistic goals, right? If you set realistic goals based on what's really happening in the industry, you won't be disappointed and fall back and go into demo and depression and say this is not for me. So realistic goal. The realistic goal is to look at time frames such as 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and a year, and then decide what has been your gain or loss for that average period of time. And then for your daily, for example, or for your weekly. So again, when you start trading, distinguish between goals, which are, something you work towards, and expectations. And those are the two things that I wanted to mention today. I don't think they should clash with one another. I think they should have a realistic, both of them should have some sort of a realistic realm of working with one another. The final thing that I wanted to tell you is when you set realistic goals, you don't suffer from exhaustion. A lot of traders think that they don't put enough effort in. I actually find that some traders put a lot of effort into trading, but what they do is that they suffer from exhaustion because their time is not divided right. So they come all enthusiastic, right, with expectations. Then those expectations don't occur, and then they feel a certain level of exhaustion. They don't feel motivated. So again, being realistic is the best cure for everything in life. Coming with realistic expectations, taking the necessary steps. Whatever doesn't feel right and painful, it's probably the right thing to do. So having said that, I hope this video helped you. I hope it helps you in your trading. Please click the thumbs up button and twice the do not like button. And that's basically it. So we'd love to have your business here at Optimus Futures, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care. Bye.